Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
Getting breaking news. President Trump posting on Truth Social moments ago that the U.S. has completed an attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran. It reads as such: "We have completed our very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordow. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this," Trump says. "Now is the time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter," the president says. We're just getting this in. He just sent this out moments ago, just before 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Trump saying the attacks are successful. The strikes are a decision for the U.S., as Iran has pledged to retaliate if it joined the Israeli assault. And for Trump personally, having won the White House on the promise of keeping America out of conflicts, we're now seeing that we are seeing a number of strikes from the U.S. in Iranian territory, including Fordow, Natanz, and the sites in Esfahan as well.
So, guys, the United States has launched missiles into 3 Iranian facilities because I'm assuming that they were doing some type of nuclear program. And let's be honest, guys, Israel isn't really innocent in that either, but we're going to get into that later. And before I get into anything, guys, the definition of anti-Semitic is to be prejudiced against anybody in the Middle East, okay? Not just the people from Israel, okay? The boys, all right? So I just wanted to get that out the way. But guys, basically Trump gave the United States the green light to assist Israel in basically attacking Iran. Now, how I feel about this, I'm not really a happy camper about this, guys. And here's why. I agree with Tucker Carlson and all of them. I'm America first, dude. I voted for no wars because war ultimately means money that we have to pay as taxpayer citizens. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm not a fan of Benjamin Netanyahu because he was doing all type of illegal stuff in Tel Aviv and Israel, and he was facing legal action before this war, before October 7th and stuff like that. He was basically about to be locked up, guys. This guy is supposed to be in jail, if we're being honest. So Benjamin Netanyahu isn't really the best guy, on the block. So this is honestly confirming a lot of people's suspicion when it comes to, the guys. We're just going to call them the guys for right now because we don't want to get banned. But this is just confirming a lot of suspicions that the guys might have a lot of influence in our government. They definitely might have, and this is allegedly, guys, and we have to use words like this. I hate that we gotta talk like this. It's stupid. Yeah, I know, but yeah, you could thank YouTube for that. But it's very, very influential, guys, on our government. You have a lot of people, like Marco Rubio, for instance. I believe he joined the military just to help defend Israel. Like, I mean, dude, I understand, some people have some ties to that religiously, but you're in America, my guy. I don't understand that. And do Iran have a nuclear war program? Because I thought it was against their religion to, to have nukes and stuff like that. Now I know they have missiles and stuff like that, but I don't even know if Iran have nukes, guys. Now, do Israel have nukes? Absolutely. I believe they got over 90 warheads. So, I mean, they got it over there, even though they don't want to say they do. Israel 100% have nukes, guys. Now, let's just get into my criticisms when it comes to this. I'm America first, guys, like I said, and this could potentially be World War III. This could potentially be World War III. We know Iran funds all of the terrorist groups like the Houthis, Hamas, Hezbollah, things like that. And I believe these Iranians are not playing, man. I believe they're gonna go out on a vengeance. And that's not going to be good on Israel. That's not going to be good on America. That's definitely not going to be good for your taxpayer dollars at all. So, I mean, it's just another reason why I say people need to be voting based off of who's the better candidate. Now, I know Kamala Harris would be way worse, but this is why I need, just gotta let people know that you gotta vote the right person in, which would typically be a Republican, because these Democrats nowadays are just absolutely silly. But these people control foreign policy. Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, we have no say so in us fighting in wars, us not being in wars. We have no say so in foreign policy at all. So we leave all of that to the commander in chief. There's a lot of stuff that I honestly want to get off my chest, and I don't really see why not, because we're already here. Now, when it comes to October 7th and Hamas and things like that, yes, Israel was attacked. I feel for those people. People were taken off of the streets. I don't know about babies being put in ovens and stuff like that. I don't know if that to be true or not, but people were taken off the streets, and there were hostages, and American hostages as well. So that's a big no for me. So I'm definitely anti-Hamas, guys. I do not F with terrorists. We don't negotiate with terrorists at all. Okay. So that happened. And, Benjamin Netanyahu said, yeah, we're going to take the fight to, Hamas and things like that. And now Gaza, you see Gaza right now, it looks very, very bad, guys. I don't want to use words to discriminate and things like that, but it's really bad in Gaza, and I believe over like 2/3 of the population is women and children. And we know that Hamas hides within the people in the civil life. They're cowards, So what Israel is doing to those people, it's not right. Now, do I support Hamas and like Gaza now? I'm America first, but I do feel for people dying. When it's the loss of life, anybody with a heart would feel for that, So I don't really think it's right what Benjamin Netanyahu is doing. I honestly think it's kind of a war crime, low key. But that's just my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. And Iran, they fund Hamas, so they're not innocent. But I need proof that these guys have a nuclear war program. I'm gonna need some proof because I mean, that's kind of what they said, with George Bush and them when it came to, 9/11 and stuff like that. So, and I feel like that's why we're gonna call him DFK, the president, but we're not gonna say the actual one because we're not trying to get banned. But I believe this is also why he got assassinated, guys, because he knew some things about the IDF and about the illegal nuclear war programs that they had, and I guess he did not want Israel to have nukes. And, they found out and, he got. So I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, guys. Now, I love Jewish people. I love Middle Eastern people. Like, I love all people. OK, I'm not really trying to go there with you don't support Israel? Then F you. Oh, you don't support free Palestine? F you. Look, I'm America first, ladies and gentlemen. Plain and simple. I'm America first. If America didn't get attacked, I'm not gonna say I don't care. I mean, I have a heart. I feel for these people losing their lives. But am I gonna strap my boots up and I'm not. No, I'm just not doing that. I'm sorry. Because I live in America, and if you guys care so much, then you can move there. I'm gonna just be honest with you. That's just how I feel about it. I'm with Tucker Carlson and them on that, guys. And it's just crazy how Trump had 2 weeks to make this decision, and he did it within the span of 2 days. And he, honestly, inside sources said he was gonna do it a day before. So I think yesterday he was gonna do it, but I don't know, guys, but we definitely shouldn't be bending over for Israel this fast. Like, come on, guys. I'm not a Nazi or anything like that, but man, America don't want wars. I mean, we just don't want war. We just don't. So let me know what you guys think. Am I wrong? Am I right? I need to know what them comments is going to be like today, guys, because this could potentially be World War III. So like and subscribe if you guys like the video. I'll see you guys later, and I'm out of here. Peace.